Hey, welcome to Grandpa Sees the Blinking. Don't take anything Grandpa says as financial advice, and like, share, and subscribe. Why not subscribe to Grandpa? Okay, Golden Cross. Well, we got one right here. A Golden Cross is when the 50 crosses above the 200-day moving average. The 50-day moving average is this pretty blue line. And you notice that Grandpa likes pretty colors. And this pretty yellow line is the 200-day moving average. And this is a 5-minute chart. I think it's big enough for you to see. Uh, so, what did this do for us? Okay, so from the point that crossed at 197.50, it brought us straight up to 206.50. $9 out of a 5-minute chart. But now I'm going to show you the 15-minute. Uh, a lot of stocks are not susceptible to golden crosses or death crosses, but Tesla seems to thrive on them. I usually just kind of watch. I've been watching them just in the bigger time frames because you get way more of a move. But I think I might start watching them more in the smaller time frames because a $9-10 move is pretty impressive. Okay, so this is the 15-minute chart. Keep in mind that the higher the time frame, the stronger the signal, and the further on average it will move usually. So here we're at 199 where it hit and crossed through. And of course, so far we're up at 206. So we got 206.75. So we've got $7.75 out of this 15 minutes so far. But that tells me that this thing is probably going to give us 12 bucks. Usually, right around a 5 minutes, usually only good for about $7 on a move like that, even with the candles, and on average, and 15 minutes usually good for $7 to $10 move. So I think we got more upside coming here in the near term. So let's see what we have going in the 30-minute chart. Well, in the 30-minute chart, we have an absolute buy signal, which is usually good for $8-9 to $13 just on the candle part of it on average. You can just about figure pretty close to $8 to $10 most of the time on a 30-minute chart. But we do not have a golden cross here yet. Here's your blue line. Here's your little yellow one. This here is a 21-day moving average, trying to catch up, and so nothing in there. Now the hourly, we have absolute buy signal in this hourly, and but the 200-day moving average is up here above, and it's at the 210 and coming down ever so slowly, and it will. This 200 in the hourly 210 area is going to act as resistance. I don't know that it'll manage to get through it. at this point in time. I'm short, and with a 200 average, I got my wish to go short. I'm adjusting up to 209. I might raise it a little higher and get close to this line because I think she's just gonna 209.75 would probably be pretty close to that line. I want to get it close to that line because for my next short, because I think that's gonna be pretty close. I could have gone 209.90. I think I'll move it up just a little bit more. There, now I'm closer to it. Because I think we're going to very likely go up and test this area here. Okay, so now let's look at the 4 hour because we got a different scenario going with this 4 hour. We have a death cross up here at 217 on the top side. It's not a golden cross, it's a death cross. Right now we're busting through the resistance of the 50-day moving average. We got a high wick. I think it's going to get a little higher. I think we're going to turn around this 209, 210 area based on this. Now, this 4 hour chart is much stronger than that 5 minute and that 15 minute that gave us this $10. This thing is usually good for 50 to 105 bucks. $50 move down is usually what you get. Sometimes you get 70 bucks out of it. Sometimes you get $105 out of it. Now, if we get 105, we're going to be down at 112. If this thing plays out pretty much to its max, and if we get, we've already got. Since it came in, say 170.30, 47, 40, well, truthfully, we've already got $49. This thing might be dead. It could be, because let's see, 217 to 168. Be 30, 47, 48. This death cross might have already played itself out. Possible. So I don't know. It's close. It usually does 50 bucks, but if you're looking at $49, that's pretty much 50 bucks. So that's what's going on there. And we have a buy signal now in the 4 hour, which has the potential to bring us up $25 to $30 from the signal. So this thing might run. The daily is giving us a buy signal today. We have a buy signal in the daily. And that's usually good for 50 to 75 bucks up. So this thing might go up and bounce off 252, 265. That's crazy. And let's see what the weekly's doing now. The weekly is still a sell signal. And this candle doesn't end till the end of the week. If next week's candle is green, we'll have a buy signal. This one looks like it's going to be red, but it's too early to tell yet, for sure. but it looks like it's going to be engulfed into this one. If the next candle after this, towards the end of next week, is green, we're off to the races. Then you could see 280. You could see 280 if this comes, true. The monthly, we're still running with the indecision candle, starting to. She pushed her way up here to 221. This trend line is going to be massive resistance to break through. We broke through it here to 271. We broke through it here to 231.75. And it's descending. We're heading towards it. 221 is the number. So that's all I know about that. Okay, well, let's look at your pretty golden cross in the 5-minute, because she is pretty. Look at that. 200-day moving average, 50-day moving average crosses. Came from the bottom side, ran with it, and off she went. Right at the open. 5 minutes into the open, it took off. And she's still climbing. Look at how the 21 is, it's climbing, but it's the 21 is acting as support. The 21-day moving average is acting as support. So if you're long and you, like right now, 205.57 would be 205.50. Looks like if it's going to come down and bounce. Now she starts breaking that 21 and gets down below it, then we're going to take a dip. But each of these lines, the 50, the 21, the 200, in at least the 5-minute chart now, will act as support. And the reason it does is because people expect it to bounce at that spot. And they know it from the past, so they buy there. And then you got Grandpa who sells there. So, okay, well, good luck, and you got a golden cross. You got a couple of them, and you can't ask for any more than that. We got major stuff going on with Israel and Iran right now. And as soon as Iran attacks, Grandpa will probably buy his shares, shorts back at around 185 area, and I'll look like a genius. Okay, we'll see you later. Bye-bye. Oh, think about eternity. Grandpa does.